this is Catherine Gage, aka KG Beauty Within, your midwife dreamer and catalyst of change. And I know you haven't heard from me in a while. I've been kind of missing in action. A lot of you may know that I lost the most precious person in my life, my mama, on August the 8th, 2024, 7:48 p.m., surrounded by her loving daughters. And we were able to sing her to glory, her favorite song, Walk With Me, Lord. And I'll never forget that day. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about coping with grief and moving forward. My mom was the life. She just was the life of the party. Everybody knew her. She just loved to have a good time. And she would always tell us never give up. And even on her dying bed, she gave us a message of never give up. And so it's been trying. It's been very trying. It has hurt me to my core because my mom was with me for 22 years, lived with me for 22 years. She lived with me all of my marriage life that I've been with my husband for 10. We've been married 10. And so it was bittersweet on our anniversary, our 10th year anniversary, because Mom had passed. And it's just been very, very rough. It's just grief hits you in so many ways. And sometimes I can be going through the day and I feel pretty good. And other times it just hits me. She really was my best friend. We got very, very close during the years that she stayed with me. And she was just a great person to be around. Very funny. I know I look back on so many videos of us having just a wonderful time, and she just was a sweet person. Never really treated anybody bad or anything. She just was a good person. And so dealing with grief, it has you questioning life. Sometimes it has you question what's important as far as, your business and different things. So I'm in that phase right now where I'm just trying to get through it and just figure out, what route do God want me to take, because navigating without my mom is hard. I do have a loving family. I have a loving husband, a child. I have loving siblings, and we've been sticking together, and it's been wonderful. And I also have a grief counselor on deck. Mom was she was in the hospital for 15 minutes, and because she was in hospice for 15 minutes, we do have a free year, 13 months of counseling, and I have taken advantage of that. And I recommend that to you. If you're going through grief and you need to talk to someone, I recommend you getting professional help, someone that you can talk to. If you can't get professional help, talk to your pastor or spiritual help, someone you can go to. You need an outlet. A lot of times we hold in our pain, and then pain gives you trauma. And if you don't let go of that trauma, it shows up in different parts of your body. And so navigating through this life without my mom is very challenging. But I know with the help of God that I'm going to make it. I have no regrets as far as my mom goes of us taking care of her. She was in the hospital for 22 days, had a bowel obstruction. I went on vacation. My sisters came to be with her. And I was not wanting to go on vacation, but she didn't really let us know that she was really sick. And so she was like, go ahead and go. And so when she did get in the hospital, it just seemed like everything was just going downhill. And those 10 days that I was on vacation was very hard. My sisters were there, but it was very hard because in my gut, I could feel that my mom was slipping away from us. And I kept praying, begging God to keep her, because I just really wasn't ready to give her up. I don't think nobody's ready. Your parent can be 150 and you're not ready. And it's not just been my mom, but there's been a lot of deaths in our family that has just ripped me to the core. Lost my Aunt Mary about 5 years ago, and then we lost Uncle William, and lost my sister Renee, one of my best friends, all within this time frame of my mama. You know, my mom went to Renee's funeral, went to my Uncle William's funeral. We never knew, never thought that this day would come, that we would be living without her. And so she always, our birthdays are all in January. Mine will be the 21st. And so she would always call us on our birthday and sing to us and wish us a happy birthday. And she did this religiously every year. So it was a little bittersweet this year. Two of my sisters' birthdays have already passed, and I tried to make sure I called them and sung to them. And so even my birthday, with Mama living in the house with me, I could hear her calling me upstairs and singing to me. But I would let it go to the voicemail. And I wish that I had some of those messages. I thought I saved some, but I just can't seem to find them. But I'm so thankful for the videos and pictures. And I want to encourage you, just to enjoy your life. Enjoy your family. Don't hold on to grudges. Life is just too short. If you have anything that's going on that you need to get right with someone, if you could sit down and talk to them reasonably, I would recommend you do that. Or if you need a mediator, it's just, life is so short, and we don't know when our time is going to come. As I always say, that life is between that dash. What you do between that dash is what counts, and only what you do for Christ is going to last. And Mama loved God, and she was just full of life. And so I just wanted to talk to you all. If you've seen me missing, if you've seen me not being myself, then that's what's going on with me, is that I'm navigating through this grief, and I have a great support system, and had to make some decisions in my life, and I'm still navigating through how I want to move forward, because right now my passion is gone for a lot of things that I used to love. It's gone. And my mom had always told me not to give up on my business, Mary Kay. And so I've had to put some things on hold, leadership-wise. I've had to put some things on hold so that I can get myself together, because I can't lead anyone if I'm not together. I can't be to no one when I'm not to myself. So I'm taking time to heal. And I ask you all to pray for me. I have some dear friends, and we're all going through this together. Other of my friends, some of my other friends have lost their mothers, and I'm gonna tell you, I've lost a lot of people in my life, but my mom, I've lost my father, and I thought that was 22 years ago. Thought I wasn't gonna make it through that, but losing my mom is like a piece of my heart has ripped. It's just a piece of my heart is ripped, and I'm broken. I'm heartbroken. But I know she's in heaven, and that makes me happy. it makes me have hope. I'm not giving up, but my heart is broken, y'all. And I'm trying to navigate this. I can sometimes feel like she's there. I can still sometimes feel like I can still hear her singing in her room, because she would always get up early in the morning and would call everybody and pray. I mean, this woman was a prayer warrior, and when she prayed for you, things happened. She was a prophetess. A lot of times she might have been overlooked because, people don't sometimes see you or appreciate you till you're gone. And I'm so happy that we were able to show my mom love. I go back on some of the videos, and a lot of the videos are of my sisters, my family, my siblings, my nieces, my child, my husband, and all of us celebrating my mom's birthday. We always celebrated her birthday. We celebrated it real big on her 75th birthday. It was very big. And I had no idea that 2 years later she would be gone. But I do remember I was praying to God, and I was praying to him. And I don't even know why I was praying this. This was like a couple of months before she passed. And I was like, oh God, just let my mom live to be 80, 85. And I'm like, oh, when mama get 85, we're going to have another big old birthday party. Or when she get 80, we're going to have a real big birthday party. We're going to blow it up again. And I do remember God telling me, he says, celebrate her every year, because you don't know how many more years you have left with your mom. And that was 2 months before she passed. So I told my sister about it, and we celebrated her every year. We did do that. So if you're wondering why I've been silent, I'm just trying to get through this, y'all. I'll be back. I'm still taking care of my customers. Still got dream and aspirations for a lot of things. It's just right now I'm just trying to heal. And I'm not a big reader, but I am reading books on it, and counselors are giving me, pamphlets. And if I could be of assistance to anyone that's going through, I did go get a certificate for grief counseling with Bishop Charlie Green Jr. had a class, and I passed it. And one thing I learned about my mom is that my mom kept everything. And so going through her things is I'm finding things out that I had forgot about myself. I'm like, oh, I didn't know I was the YPWW district president. And when I was my younger years, when I was with Bell City Church of God in Christ and different places, she had so much stuff and was so full of life. And so I just want you all to know that I love my mother, and my family loved her. She's missed by a lot of us. I mean, her brothers, her sisters, and her cousins. She was just that person. She was the backbone of the family, and I tried to make sure that anytime we lost a relative, I tried to make sure that she was there. With us living in Jefferson City, sometimes it was hard, but I tried to make sure. We might have missed maybe 2 or 3, but I tried to make sure that she was there for those, because she loved her family. I always would say, Mama, are you lonely? Because I always felt bad for bringing her up here to Jeff City, because in Syston, Lady Gardner would come get her, and they would go to prayer every morning, and she would get that walker, take that walker, put it in that back of the car, and she would get Mama, and they would be all over Syston. So up here it wasn't like that. And so I always said, Mama, are you bored? She said, no, I'm not bored. I said, Mom, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't have things to do. She said, honey, I am not. She said, honey, I be on that phone praying to people and talking to God and praying all day long. She said, I am not bored. So I'm happy. I have a good life. She always said, I got a good life. And so I just want to let you all know to love your family and keep praying for us. We got through our Thanksgiving. We got through Christmas. It was hard, but we got through. And now, yesterday, the Lord blessed that her tombstone has come in. So it's down. And that was kind of like the reality Sometimes it feels like I'm dreaming. I want to pinch myself. And whenever the weather permits, we'll be going down there and doing a service for her. But I also want to let you all know that on the 28th of this month, which is my youngest sister's birthday, they are having a memorial service on St. Mary's. Chaplains are having a memorial service for my mom and others who have passed at St. Mary's. And if you want to come, you can. It's at 6:30 in Jefferson City. I'm going to put the information out on social media. But I'm so honored that they thought about her, that she made a lasting impression. And my sisters all are doing well. Nieces and my child and my husband and the rest of us, we do need your prayers. It's been rough. It's been rough, but we're making it. So I just wanted to talk to you about grief. Don't bottle it up. If you gotta scream, if you gotta cry, if you gotta write, whatever you gotta do to get it out, get it out. Don't bottle it up. Don't bottle it up, because it can make you stagnant. It could really make you stagnant. And I don't want to be that way. So Mama always said never give up. So that's what I'm endeavoring to do. So keep us lifted as we navigate through this new normal of being without our mom. I love y'all. This is Catherine Gage, aka KGB Within, your midwife dreamer and catalyst of change. And you have a wonderful evening. Take care. Bye-bye.